God addressed racism in the Bible. He addressed it in the story of Cain and Abel. When Abel presented God a sacrifice, God was well pleased with Abel's sacrifice. When Cain presented his sacrifice, God rejected his sacrifice. And then Cain became very distraught, upset, bitter. He looked at his brother and he said, "Your sacrifice was accepted, mine was not." This envious spirit brewed inside of him, jealousy. It was almost like, he likes you better than me. God addressed racism, a form of racism, because racism at its core is seeing somebody else prosper before you and you're left out. And discrimination is the insecurity in that person's heart saying it's because of my color or this or that. Racism. So God addressed it with Cain in the Bible, and what God had mentioned to Cain was, if you do right, will you not be accepted? Those words right there are words to live by. He said, if you do right, will you not be accepted? In other words, his sacrifice was rejected on account that he cut corners, he made shortcuts. It didn't come from his heart. He didn't really put in the work that Abel did. And so Cain's sacrifice was rejected because God saw that it was contaminated, it was polluted, it was not coming from a pure source. So rightfully so, it's almost like the equivalent of doing homework and you didn't do the homework. Let's say you just copy and paste it. But then there's another person that did the homework. They studied, they did the work. And the person that just copy and pasted says, well, I want an A. And the other person gets an A, and then the teacher finds out that that person just cheated on the homework. They didn't really put in the work the way that the other person did. So they call him out and they give him an F. And then he's like, it's because I'm whatever. So God addressed racism in the Bible. He says, if you do right, will you not be accepted? That's a good word.